Hey guys, welcome back to Corey Plays HD. This is going to be my ultimate 100% win it every time hexagon guide. If you guys follow these tips and tricks, you will be winning hexagon absolutely every single time. Now this video is mainly for beginner players, but intermediate players might learn something as well, so stick around. In this video, we're going to be breaking down some of the most commonly used tips and tricks to help you get those delicious victories. We're also going to be talking about any potential strategies, how to deal with toxic players, and hackers as well. And just before we start, I want to know down in the comments below how many wins you guys have on hexagon. I'd love to know. Okay, so let's break down hexagon and take a look at how the game is played. Now, if any of you guys have played Minecraft party games, you might be familiar with a little one called TNT run. It's a very similar process where you have ground that falls away after you step on it. As you fall lower and lower through the levels, it opens up wider spaces and more room for you to run around. And then lastly, after you hit the bottom level, there is nothing under it. You fall into the void, or in this case slime, and then you're eliminated from the game. Your goal on both games is to make sure that you are the last one standing. You have to outplay all of your opponents and try and survive the longest. Hexagon is pretty much the same as TNT run, except for blocks and the void. They have now swapped out for the slime and hexagons. But enough about Minecraft, let's start talking about the different things that you can use to help you secure that victory. So in your arsenal, you've got your basic running, you've got slow jumping, you've got diving, you've got jump diving, you also have the grabbing feature, which nobody really uses, and all of these should be used in the right place at the right time. Now, if you spot a hacker, the only thing you can do is hope that they try and troll you, and then try and grab them if they get close enough, and take them down with you. Apart from that, there's not a lot you can do. You might as well just leave the game. On the topic of toxic players or people that are just trying to steal the victory from you, just relax, try and match their time, follow them, try and stay on the same platforms, because remember, it's a few seconds before the platform will disappear and you'll be fine. Now, currently there are two main strategies in the game. First one being stay high for as long as you can, isolate a little area that you can then slow jump and slowly pick away at. So the biggest benefit for this is you can see what's going on below you. You can see potential spots that you can jump to after you run out of your space, meaning you can start to plan what you are going to do on the next level, what areas you're going to cut off to get the most space and be able to again slow jump, stay as high as you can, and hopefully outlast every other player. Now, the second strategy is a little different. At the start of the game, you drop straight down to the bottom floor and you start to clear out the middle. Now, usually you'll go in a circular motion, clearing out a nice little crater on your level, meaning that people will just go straight through that thing. They won't try and go to the sides because usually they can't see the bottom level until it's too late. This strategy can be super beneficial, especially if you get it done nice and quickly. Also, when the crater is big enough, you can start partitioning off a little area and you can start slow jumping. Now, it can be a race against time, and the more people you have, the faster the higher levels will get taken out. So more people will fall straight through your crater or off the sides. But in my personal opinion, I've found the least success with this strategy. It's still something people do, but it's very difficult to get right because more than likely there'll be somebody up above that can see exactly where they're going to drop. They can cut you off, take the win from you, and that's not what we want. That's why I think strategy 1 is probably the best way to get that victory. Okay, now we're going to break down one of the games where I came out on top and got the victory. We're going to have a look at some of the plays that I made and what I was thinking during. So the first thing that I'm looking at is how many people are up here, because it can range from 6 players all the way up to 20. Now, even though there's only 10 players, I know that the bottom layers can get eaten very quickly. I'm currently thinking to myself, because there is 10 people, I want to try and get to one of the lower levels and secure a nice chunk of real estate. I am cautiously aware that there are still plenty of people above me, and I'm staying vigilant at all times. Now, as I'm running, I can see 2 people duking it out, so I decide to cut off a little bit of a section here so that they can't easily jump over to this side. I know my back is protected. I try and cut this guy off, but he's already fallen down. I then immediately start slow jumping, trying to increase my time up here. I see a guy running over. I try and cut him off as well, but I'm starting to think that I'm not going to get a lot of time on this level, so I decide to just fall fall down. Now, it was super unlucky that I fell in the middle of these 3 hexagons, making it super hard to find my feet and get up at the same time. So as I was falling, I noticed there were plenty of hexagons left up there. So if there's somebody up there slow jumping, it's going to be very difficult to take him on. I'm going to need to find a lot of time here and slow jump as much as humanly possible and trying to maximize my jumps and make sure they all count. At this point, I start to slow jump around, allowing myself a small little bridge to the other part of this purple layer, that way giving me an out. If I had have taken that straight away, I wouldn't have been able to get all these extra hexagons. Now, at this point, I'm fairly certain that I am on the highest level. I can see one of the guys is a hot dog directly below me. I'm identifying that, keeping that in my mind, seeing how much space he's got left, and I'm just trying to do my best here. And at this point, I'm really looking at the lower level because I really want to finish these purples on a place where I can jump to a yellow and continue my route down. Slowly and surely, I see this yellow right here, and I decide to try and position myself so when I fall, I'm going to fall on that. I also just saw the hot dog, and I can see he's running out of space fast, so that's going to make this really close. And lastly, I'm going to run this yellow out as long as I can, and that should give us the victory, but I still had plenty of space there, and that brings home the victory. Something that I've realized is this game is so big on finding your own space and allowing you to do your own thing and focus on yourself. Amongst that, they throw in a bunch of chaos as well, but in this one, it's very specific to making sure you know when to cut someone off, making sure you know when to slow jump, and making sure you know what route and what path you're going to take. It's all about finding the slowest way down, and with that and a bit of practice, you should be smashing hexagon absolutely every single time. And let me know down in the comments section down below if I left anything out. I'd love to see you guys down there. Also, there will be a playlist listed with all of the other guides that we have, how to win absolutely every other guide. Also, do not forget to subscribe because we are posting Fall Guys content all the flipping time. Anyways, guys, I'm gone for now, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.